Hey there. Have you ever wondered how much time you really have left after turning 70? As we age, each year becomes more precious, and the truth is, your body is already giving you clues about how long you might live. Some people reach 70 full of energy, with sharp minds and strong bodies. Others start feeling more tired, move slower, and begin to face more health issues. Why does this happen? The answer lies in a few key indicators that reveal how well your body is aging, and more importantly, what you can do to shape your future. In this video, we're going to explore 7 key signs that can give you a surprisingly accurate idea of how many more years you might live after 70. These aren't just guesses or old wives' tales. These are patterns identified by health and longevity experts through decades of research. By the end, you'll not only recognize these signs in your own body, but also understand what changes you can make right now to boost your vitality and live longer, with quality. Stick around till the end. Sign 1. Your walking speed. One of the most reliable signs of longevity isn't found in your genes, medical history, or even your diet. It's something far simpler: how fast you walk. Research shows that seniors who maintain a steady and brisk walking pace after age 70 tend to live significantly longer than those who slow down dramatically. But why does walking speed matter so much? Because it reflects multiple layers of your health, from muscle strength and cardiovascular endurance to mental agility and neurological coordination. Picture 275-year-olds, Juan and Francisco. Juan goes on daily walks, keeps a steady pace, and climbs stairs with ease. Francisco used to be active, but now he slows down, needs frequent breaks, and sometimes feels unsteady. Juan's body is still responding well. Francisco's reduced mobility is a red flag. Walking slowly isn't just a sign of aging. It can point to muscle loss, poor circulation, or even early neurological decline. Your legs are your foundation. When they weaken, so does your ability to stay active and independent. The good news? Walking speed is something you can absolutely improve. Start with short walks. Increase how often you move, and try light resistance exercises to strengthen your legs. Don't overlook this simple habit. How you move through life says a lot about how long you'll keep moving. Sign 2. Your grip strength. It might surprise you, but the way you shake someone's hand says more about your health than you think. Your grip strength is actually one of the most accurate indicators of vitality in older adults. A firm handshake signals strong muscles, a healthy circulatory system, and a nervous system that's staying sharp. On the other hand, losing grip strength can be an early sign of sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. That puts you at risk for weakness, falls, and even chronic illnesses like heart disease or cognitive decline. But here's the best part. Grip strength can also be trained and improved. Something as simple as squeezing a rubber ball, lifting light weights, or doing twisting hand exercises can rebuild your strength. Pay attention to this. If your hands feel weaker than they used to, your body is asking you for more movement and more stimulation. You can still take control. Your future strength is in your hands, literally. These first 2 signs, walking speed and grip strength, may seem small, but they are powerful indicators of how well you're aging. And the best part? They can both be improved, no matter your age. All it takes is attention and action. Sign number 3. Your balance on one leg. Balance is one of those things you don't really think about until you start to lose it. But scientists now know that your ability to stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds is a powerful predictor of longevity. Why? Because balance isn't just about staying upright. It's connected to muscle strength, coordination, and brain health. Research shows that older adults who struggle to maintain balance are more likely to suffer falls, fractures, and serious injuries that reduce independence and life expectancy. But that's not all. Poor balance may also signal early cognitive decline, since the brain, muscles, and nervous system must work together to keep you steady. Let's take 2 72-year-old women, Anna and Martha. Anna lives an active lifestyle. She walks regularly, practices yoga, and can lift one foot off the ground without wobbling. She can stand like that for several seconds without support. Martha, on the other hand, never paid much attention to her balance. When she tries to stand on one leg, she immediately sways and needs to grab a chair to avoid falling. What Martha doesn't realize is that her lack of stability is more than just annoying. It's a sign that her coordination, strength, and brain function may be declining. Good balance depends on strong legs, a responsive nervous system, and an alert brain. Here's the silver lining. Balance can be trained and restored. Start small. Stand on one leg for 10 seconds a day, walk in a straight line heel to toe, or try simple activities like Tai Chi or gentle yoga. These exercises reactivate your balance system and help you regain confidence in your body. Try it right now. Stand up and lift one foot. Can you hold it for 10 seconds without wobbling? If not, don't panic, but definitely take it as a cue to start practicing. Sign 4. Your sleep patterns. How do you sleep at night? Might sound like a simple question, but your sleep quality is one of the strongest indicators of how long and how well you'll live. Sleep isn't just about rest. It's when your body repairs itself, boosts the immune system, and clears toxins from the brain. Studies show that people over 70 who get consistent, restful sleep tend to live longer, with fewer health issues. On the flip side, poor sleep is linked to cognitive decline, heart disease, and weakened immunity. Think of two men, Pedro and Luis, both 74. Pedro sticks to a healthy sleep schedule. He goes to bed and wakes up at the same time every day, sleeps 7 to 8 hours, and wakes up refreshed. Luis, however, has an irregular routine. Some nights he sleeps less than 5 hours. Other nights he tosses and turns. He wakes up groggy and struggles to focus during the day. What's happening? Pedro is giving his body the deep rest it needs to stay sharp. Luis is unknowingly pushing his body into a state of chronic stress and accelerated aging. If you've noticed your sleep getting worse, waking up tired, lying awake for hours, or needing naps to function, it's a red flag. But here's the good news: you can improve your sleep starting tonight. Try creating a calming bedtime routine. Avoid screens before bed. Cut out caffeine and alcohol at night. Keep your room dark, cool, and quiet. Meditation, deep breathing, or calming music can also help reset your internal rhythm. Remember, good sleep doesn't just make you feel better. It adds quality years to your life. Sign number 5. Your appetite and eating habits. What you eat, and how much, after 70 plays a huge role in how long you'll live. A healthy appetite and balanced diet support your energy, your immune system, your muscles, and your brain. But losing your appetite, eating less, or relying on junk food can be early warning signs of deeper issues. Let's take two women again, Maria and Teresa, both 74. Maria enjoys her meals, eats a variety of fresh foods, and maintains a healthy weight. Cooking and eating bring her joy, and she feels energized throughout the day. Teresa, on the other hand, finds herself skipping meals. Her appetite has faded. She eats tiny portions and often turns to processed snacks because cooking feels like a chore. She started losing weight without trying. That drop in appetite? It's not just a preference. It's a signal. As we age, changes in digestion, hormones, or brain function can dull hunger cues. When your body doesn't get enough nutrients, it begins to break down its own muscle stores. That leads to weakness, frailty, and a higher risk of falls or illness. If you've noticed you're eating less, losing weight, or just not enjoying food like you used to, don't ignore it. Focus on whole, nutrient-rich foods, high-quality proteins, healthy fats, fiber, and plenty of water. Eating well after 70 isn't just about staying full, it's about staying strong, alert, and independent. Sign number 6, how you manage stress. Stress is a normal part of life, but after age 70, how you handle stress can have a huge impact on how long you live. Chronic stress doesn't just weigh on your mood, it weakens your immune system, raises your risk of heart disease, and speeds up cellular aging. But people who've learned to manage stress well often stay sharper, more active, and more resilient deep into their 80s and 90s. Let's look at two 76-year-old men, Juan and Ricardo. Like everyone, Juan faces challenges, money worries, health scares, family tension, but he's learned to stay calm. He practices deep breathing, keeps in touch with friends, and doesn't let problems take over his mind. Ricardo reacts differently. He worries about everything, big or small. He lies awake at night thinking about what could go wrong. He feels overwhelmed, tired, and tense most of the time. What Ricardo doesn't realize is that this constant worry is harming his body from the inside out. Long-term stress causes the body to release high levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. Over time, elevated cortisol levels damage the brain, weaken immunity, raise blood pressure, and speed up aging at the cellular level. In short, stress isn't just unpleasant, it's dangerous. But here's the empowering truth. Stress management is a skill you can learn at any age. Try simple daily habits like meditation, gentle exercise, journaling, or deep breathing. Talk with a trusted friend, walk in nature, or take breaks from overwhelming news and media. Surround yourself with uplifting people. Focus on what you can control, and learn to let go of what you can't. Pause for a moment. Ask yourself, how do I handle stress? Do you carry tension everywhere you go? Or have you found ways to stay grounded? The choices you make today to manage stress may shape your health and happiness for years to come. Sign number 7. Your social connections. Here's a sign that surprises many people. The strength of your social relationships is one of the clearest predictors of longevity after 70. In fact, numerous studies have shown that people who maintain close friendships, strong family ties, and a sense of community tend to live longer, stay healthier, and experience fewer mental health issues compared to those who feel isolated. On the other hand, loneliness is associated with a higher risk of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and even premature death. Picture two women, both 78, Elena and Barbara. Elena keeps in touch with lifelong friends, belongs to a book club, and regularly spends time with family. She enjoys the conversations, the laughs, the hugs. It keeps her connected and joyful. Barbara, on the other hand, has slowly drifted away from friends. Her family doesn't call often. She spends most days alone and has started to feel low energy and withdrawn. What Barbara might not know is that connection isn't just good for the soul, it's good for the body too. Social interaction stimulates the brain, lowers stress hormones, boosts feel-good chemicals like oxytocin and serotonin, and can even improve immune function. If you've been spending more time alone than you'd like, or avoiding social interaction, it's time to take small steps toward reconnection. Reach out to an old friend. Join a local group based on something you enjoy: gardening, dancing, reading, volunteering, or simply pick up the phone and make a call. You don't need a huge circle. Just a few meaningful connections can add years to your life and joy to your days. Final thoughts. Where do you stand today? Now that you've learned these 7 powerful signs: walking speed, grip strength, balance, sleep, appetite, stress management, and social connection, take a moment to reflect. Where do you stand right now? Are you moving through life with confidence and strength? Or have you started to notice small shifts that might be early signals of change? The good news is that most of these signs are actionable. You can improve them. You can strengthen your body, sharpen your mind, calm your heart, and rebuild your connections, starting today. Remember, longevity isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. So, take a walk, call a friend, eat something nourishing, breathe deeply, laugh often, and never stop growing. Because no matter how old you are, the choices you make today shape the future you live tomorrow. If you found this video helpful, leave a comment below and tell us what surprised you most, or which change you're going to make starting now. And don't forget to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you never miss future videos on health, longevity, and well-being.